Hello, bankers. A very good evening to all of you. Welcome back. So, welcome to JIV Prep. So, guys, from this particular unit and session onwards, we are going to discuss our module C. Okay. So, module C, let's have a look around this course content. Okay. So, these are the units which are generally part of module C. So, Indian financial architecture, which include Indian financial system, Indian banking structure, banking laws, which cover two major laws, RBI Act 1934 and BR Act 1949, development financial institutions, DFIs. Then we have microfinance institution, NBFCs, insurance companies, Indian financial system, regulator and their role. Then we have reforms and development in the banking sectors. So these are the subunits which are generally part. These are the units which are generally part of your module C. Very small one, and you can expect around 15 marks on an average. 15 marks question based on this particular one. Okay? But the only challenge is the difficulty level will be at higher side from this particular module. What I have observed with last 3-4 year examinations. ठीक है? तो जनरली आपको क्वेश्चंस मिलेंगे यहाँ से अराउंड 10 to 12 क्वेश्चंस फॉर 15 मार्क्स 15 to 16 marks and questions will be in the form of statements. You'll get a fair idea with today's session itself. ठीक है? तो जहाँ पे आपके काफी ज्यादा डिफिकल्टी साइज मोस्टली दीज आर वन मार्कर क्वेश्चंस. ठीक है? इस मॉड्यूल के जितने भी जो क्वेश्चंस होते हैं वो वन मार्कर में ज्यादा से ज्यादा आपको एग्जामिनेशंस के अंदर देखने के लिए मिलेंगे. एंड इवन दिस इज द टॉप मॉड्यूल जहाँ पे आप लोग थोड़ा बहुत फेमिलियर भी हैं. ठीक है? तो ज्यादा चैलेंजेस नहीं आएंगे बट यू हैव लॉट्स ऑफ डेटा. यू हैव टू प्रैक्टिस दिस पर्टिकुलर वन अगेन एंड अगेन. राइट? तो आज हम लोग आपका डिस्कस करेंगे यूनिट नंबर 20th, Indian financial system and overview. Right? So, which include Indian type of financial system, phases of development of financial system. So, where we have phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3 and phase 4. ठीक है? So, then present status, this is the one. तो ये आपका कुछ areas जिसके around overall आपका जो content design किया गया है for unit number 20th. Okay? So, with the help of lots of MCQs, we are going to practice these particular subtopics in detail. So we'll start our today's discussion with very first question on your screen, guys. ठीक है? ऐसे क्वेश्चंस आपको देखने के लिए मिलेंगे एग्जामिनेशन में and you'll feel कि one marker question are tougher than the 2 marker in some cases, but this is the like see the if you'll analyze that particular paper कि ये स्टेटमेंट इतने ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट नहीं होते हैं. बस द ओनली थिंग इज यू हैव टू रिमेंबर सम dates or some years or some prudential limits and all. So that is the kind of requirement of this particular module, right? So we have to find out the correct statement about the pre-independence phase of Indian banking system or banking in India. Okay? So we have given 5 statements and we have to find out the correct statement. First, Bank of Hindustan, which is generally known as the first bank in India. Okay? So it was established in 1770. It is true. The first formal bank in India. True. Alexander and Company, जिनके द्वारा इसको आपका establish किया गया था. Imperial Bank of India 1921, formed after merging Bank of Bengal, Bank of Bombay and Bank of Madras in 1921. So these were the 3 presidency bank during that particular period. They get merged in 1921. Later on, RBI, who generally they generally take the ownership is generally taken care by RBI in 1955 under SBI Act 1955, and we changed this Imperial Bank into SBI. Okay? So Reserve Bank of India was established 1st of April 1935 based on Hilton Young Commission recommendations. This is also true. Okay? The Bombay Stock Exchange, BSE, Asia's the first stock exchange, yes, true, was established in, okay, this year is mentioned wrong here. Okay? So it was established in 1875. Okay? BSE, which is one of the oldest stock exchange in Asia, but it was get established in 1875, not 1947. That means option 4 is incorrect. The Foreign Exchange Regulation Act, FERA, was implemented in 1939 as part of Defense of India rules, and FERA Act was came in 1974 आपका, ठीक है. So this is also true in this one, ठीक है. So earlier this FERA was kind of Defense of India rules, ठीक है. It was in the name of Defense of India rule, ठीक है. Then FERA 1974, then 1999 it become FEMA, the present one, right? So the correct statement 1, 2, 3 and 5. 1, 2, 3 and 5. Option A only is the right answer for this particular question, ठीक है. So अगर आपको ये सब चीजें सही बनी है, तो then you will be able to secure 1 marks in your upcoming examination. So only statement incorrect was statement 4 about the BSE. So one of the oldest stock exchange in India, which get established in 1875, not 1947. Rest are fine. Chalo, next one, guys. Next one. So okay, let's have some quick look or quick fact about the all the phases. Okay. तो आपका first pre-independence before 1947, early beginning 18th century, the Bank of Hindustan, first bank of India, which was established in Calcutta. Now it is known as Kolkata. Establishment of major bank like State Bank of India. Then State Bank of India as Imperial Bank 1921. Originally founded in Bank of Calcutta 1806. So Bank of Calcutta, then three other presidency bank, Imperial Bank 1921, 1955 it is known as SBI. Swadeshi movement 1906 to 1907. Establishment of bank with Indian capital like Bank of India, Punjab National Bank, which get established in Lahore itself. Regulatory framework, RBI Act 1934, and the formation of RBI 1935. So RBI Act was passed in 1934, and the formation of RBI that happened in 1935 under the RBI Act 1934 with the recommendation of Hilton Young Commission. So next phase is post-independence. So nationalization of Reserve Bank of India, RBI was nationalized on 1st of January 1949 under RBI Transfer of Public Ownership Act 1948. Please do remember this one. Sometimes people they get confused with BR Act and RBI nationalization. So RBI nationalization that happened with the on the basis of so RBI nationalization happened on 1st of January 1949 under RBI Transfer of Public Ownership Act 1949, 48, sorry. So Banking Regulation Act 1949 introduced to regulate and control bank in India. Nationalization of major bank, it is also known as nationalization phase आपका, ठीक है. So where we have we did nationalization two time, major nationalization. One was 1969, 14 bank were get nationalized with minimum capital requirement of 50 crores, and second time it happened in 1980, 15th of April 1980. Again आपका 6 more bank were nationalized with a minimum capital of 200 crores, right? So these are the two. Then we have RRBs. They get introduced in 1975. Prathama Gramin Bank was the very first RRB of the country. Then phase 3, which is phase 2, also known as nationalization phase. Phase 3 was a like we can say it is known for the liberalization and reforms, economic reforms. तो आपका that I hope you remember that new economic policy, so which introduced through the LPG model, liberalization, privatization and globalization. And during this particular phase, two committees are very, very important from this particular unit. One is Narsimham Committee 1, 1991. Another one is Narsimham Committee 2, 1998. So the prudential requirements about the banking system, very, very important from this particular topic, right? So Narsimham Committee 1, this is 1991, and 2 was 1998. Because recommendations of financial sector reforms leading to a roadmap for banking sector liberalizations. Liberalization and entry of new banks, so license granted to new private sector banks, prudential norms and Basel Accords. We start adopting Basel norms by 1999 itself. So introduction of international banking standard, Actually, Basel one came around 1988. First Basel was came around 1988, but in India it get start implementing by sorry, it get implemented by 1999. Okay? So technological advancement. Okay? Then we like introduction of ATMs, mobile banking, and all. Focus on financial inclusions like Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, small finance and payment banks, the recent one. Okay? Insolvency and bankruptcy code 2016, consolidation of in public sector banks, merging of various public sector bank to create large and more efficient entities. Okay? So these are something which were the major kind of key developments during the third phase of the banking system. Okay? Apart from this, we have the another one, the present status, okay, which is driven by a vision of ease, basically. Okay? So digital revolutions, okay, further expansion of digital banking and fintech innovation, asset quality challenges, NPA management and resolution, global integration, participation in global financial market. Like one example is IFSC, COVID-19 pandemic. So after that also, like the digitalization of Indian banking, which really happened after this particular one, because we accept we got acceptance from the customer during that particular phase, and now we have so many milestone like UPI, which is like you all know about the numbers and all. ठीक है, तो आज के डेट में वर्ल्ड के सबसे ज्यादा फेमस आपका जो पेमेंट गेटवेज है उनमें से एक आपका आता है यूपीआई, एंड वी हैव द प्रेजेंस ऑफ यूपीआई इन मल्टीपल कंट्रीज एज वेल, राइट? So this is a quick summary of your the all the three phases along with the present status of Indian banking. Okay. Now, one another question. Okay. Consider the following statement regarding the development of financial system in India during post-independence period. That is also known as nationalization phase. Okay, 1947 to 1991. Okay. So you have given six statement and you have to find out the correct statement. First, RBI was nationalized in 1950. This is wrong. 1949. Okay. Under RBI Transfer of Public Ownership Act 1948. Okay. The first 5-year plan by Planning Commission. Okay. So earlier this Niti Aayog was known as Planning Commission. Okay. So first 5-year plan was launched in 1951 to 56. Okay. So initiating planned economic development, true. Statement 2 is true. First one is wrong. This is true. Okay. The Life Insurance Corporation was formed in 1956, true. Through the nationalization of private insurance companies, true. The first set of 14 private bank was nationalized in 1969, followed by another 6 in 1980, again true. The General Insurance Corporation was established in 1972. No, this is wrong. It is 1972, not 1965, to regulate insurance sector or the general insurance things. For the general insurance, not even for the regulate the insurance sector. For regulation, we have IRDA. So this is wrong. Regional rural banks were established in 1975 to promote financial inclusion in rural areas. True. Okay. So we have to find out the true statement. That means second, 4 and 6. Second, 4 and 6. Second, second, 3, 4. दूसरा तीसरा चौथा 6. 2, 2, 3, 4, 6. 2, 3, 4, 6. Option C will be right answer for this particular question. ठीक है, तो these all are one marker question guys. ठीक है, आप यहाँ से उम्मीद ज़्यादा मत रखिएगा कि आपको 2 marks मिलेंगे, इतने उनके नहीं. ठीक है, and they'll take your time also. To RBI, we know about this. ठीक है, and RBI got nationalized on 1st of January 1949 under RBI Act 19 RBI Transfer of Public Ownership Act 1949. ठीक है, 1949 should be the right answer. It is 1949 ना? Yes, हाँ, ठीक है. So it should be 1949. ठीक है. Then our incorrect is GIC was established in 1972, not in 1965. All right. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Next question. Which of the following statement about financial instruments and market are correct? Financial instruments and market, right? So financial instrument exists only on the asset side of the financial institutions balance sheet. Completely incorrect, right? So how, what is balance sheet equation? AFM हमने पूरा किया है, याद होगा सबको. ठीक है, So basically it is asset equal to liabilities plus owner's equity. ठीक है? Why assets are always equal to liability? Because from taken liability itself we create asset, right? So they are part of assets and liabilities both, right? So this statement is wrong. Financial market facilitate the exchange of money, commodity, financial securities and derivative. Statement to 100% true. ठीक है? The term market in economics always refer to a physical place, not always. ठीक है? This is also wrong. ठीक है? Where goods and services are exchanged. It can be online also. कोई जरूरी नहीं कि आपका offline ही हो. ठीक है? Financial instrument play a crucial role in transferring wealth from savers to investors or borrowing or lending. This is again true. Okay? So what we have to find out correct statement, that means 2 and 4. So 2 and 4 means option A will be right answer for this particular question. Alright, तो इसमें आपका I guess कोई ज़्यादा discussion की requirement भी नहीं है, ठीक है, आसानी से understandable है, ठीक है. Financial institution can be classified into 3 categories. One is regulators, ठीक है, like RBI, SEBI, then we have IRDA, we have PFRDA, IFSC, ठीक है. Intermediaries, we have like bank, NBFCs and all, ठीक है. Non-intermediaries, these are basically like DFIs, ठीक है. They do not have direct interactions with the banks, ठीक है. So like NABARD, Exim and all, ठीक है. Which of the following is an example of non-intermediaries, ठीक है. Non-intermediate, regulatory, so what will be your correct answer? NABARD will be right answer for this particular one. Okay. So NABARD should be the right answer. Yes. Okay. So NABARD which generally comes under the non-intermediate. Okay. DFIs. Okay. So regulatory institute that regulate the financial market like RBI, SEBI, RBI, SEBI, IRDA. Then we have PFRDA. We have IFSCA. Okay. These are the market regulators, right? Intermediaries, we have commercial bank like these bank. Non-intermediaries, institutions that provide financial aid to corporate customers. So like NABARD, SIDBI, even like if you talk about the NABARD, SIDBI, Exim, and other DFIs also, they do not have direct relations with the customers. So they generally do, they do the refinancing things with the help of different schemes or by using the mediations from the कमर्शियल बैंक और अदर इंस्टीट्यूशंस. ठीक है. सो इस तरीके से जो आपका डीलिंग होता है. नेक्स्ट वन, हाँ, अगेन 1 मार्क क्वेश्चन. ठीक है, देखने में बहुत बड़ा है बट इट इज इवेंचुअली फॉर 1 मार्क्स ओनली. ठीक है. So India's economic liberalization 1991 was influenced by multiple factors leading to significant reforms. Analyze the following statement and find out the correct one. ठीक है. Believe me guys, option your module सी यहाँ पे मतलब सिर्फ ओनली मॉड्यूल सी. ठीक है. मॉड्यूल डी जैसे एग्जाम क्वेश्चन तो हमने प्रैक्टिस किए. मॉड्यूल ए एंड बी यू विल नॉट हैव दैट मच ऑफ चैलेंजेस. टीम यहाँ पे स्कोरिंग आपका लाइक यू विल गेट लेस नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस. ठीक है. एंड फॉर इवन फॉर 1 मार्क्स. ठीक है, जैसे मैंने आपको बोला कि यू विल गेट at least 12 to 13 questions for 15 to 16 marks. बट 1 मार्क्स के जो क्वेश्चंस होंगे ना तो आपको कुछ इस तरीके से वहां पे स्क्रीन पे देखने के लिए मिलेंगे. ठीक है, तो सबसे पहले आपको घबराना नहीं है. Just these are the basic statements. Just go through these particular one, and with every topic I have aligned my content with the Macmillan things. ठीक है, और डिटेल में आपका जितना भी रिक्वायरमेंट्स है उस पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक से वो सब आपको वहां पे मिल जाएगा. ठीक है दोस्तों. तो अगर हम लोग इसकी बात करते हैं, India's planned economy from 1960s and 1980s result in an average annual growth rate of around 3%, much lower than Asian tigers. True 100%. That was the period. ठीक है, जहाँ पे बहुत सारे क्राइसिस हमारे यहाँ पे थे. ठीक है. बिफोर लिबरलाइजेशन मतलब स्टेटमेंट 1 इज करेक्ट. ठीक है. अब देखो यहाँ से ना आप थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे ऐसे स्टेटमेंट जब मिले ना तो इस तरीके से लेके चलें. ठीक है, ऑप्शन सी को एलिमिनेट कर लेते. ठीक है. बिफोर लिबरलाइजेशन इंडियाज एक्सपोर्ट वर प्राइमरीली फोकस ऑन USA and European market. No, बिफोर लिबरलाइजेशन वी वर फोकस अराउंड द USSR. ठीक है, तो ये आपका यूरोप जो रशिया एंड अदर्स वहां है वहां पे हमारा ज्यादा डिपेंडेंसी था रादर देन दिस मार्केट. आफ्टर लिबरलाइजेशन वी शिफ्टेड टू दिस पर्टिकुलर मार्केट आल्सो, राइट. एंड आज के डेट में सबसे बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूशन यहीं पे है. ठीक है. सो स्टेटमेंट 2 इज रॉन्ग. अब मतलब जहां पे 2 नहीं है दैट मीन्स 1 3 आपका एक आंसर ये हो सकता है, ऑप्शन 2 ऑल्सो गेट एलिमिनेटेड। ऐसे एलिमिनेशन भी आप लगाओगे ना, समटाइम इट विल हैपन कि यू डू नॉट हैव टू गो थ्रू द एंटायर स्टेटमेंट। नाउ योर प्रोबेबिलिटी इज ईदर डी और ए, आपका दोनों में से एक आंसर होने वाला है, ठीक है। The Gulf War of 1990s caused crude oil prices to more than double, severely impacting the India's import। बिल्कुल 100% true। Now with this one, ठीक है। अब देखो कैसे आपको थोड़ा बहुत दिमाग लगाना है, ठीक है। यहाँ पे भी 3 है एंड यहाँ पे भी 3 है। दैट मीन्स इफ यू आर श्योर अबाउट योर प्रीवियस 2 ऑप्शंस, आपको इस स्टेटमेंट में इफ यू हैव कंफ्यूजन आल्सो यू हैव टू हैव इंक्लूड दिस वन, राइट। तो ये आपका 100% सही है, ठीक है। इन जून, बाय जून 1991 इंडियाज फॉरेक्स रिजर्व ड्रॉप टू लेस देन 1.1 बिलियन, कवरिंग ओनली 3 वीक इंपोर्ट। 100% ट्रू, ठीक है। दिस वाज द टाइम ऑफ फाइनेंशियल क्राइसिस एंड दैट न्यू इकोनॉमिक रिफॉर्म दैट सेव आवर इकोनॉमी, राइट। तो यहाँ पे क्योंकि हमारे पास लाइक टुडे वी हैव मोर देन 700 बिलियन यूएस डॉलर reserve. So with that particular reserve, what we can do trade for next 18 months. But यहाँ पे कंडीशन ऐसी थी कि हमारे जो रिजर्व थे वो इसके आसपास आ गए थे, तो जिससे हमारे पास लाइक वी कैन नॉट डू ट्रेड बियॉन्ड 10 days और दस आपका 2 weeks और 3 weeks आपका, ठीक है। सो दिस इज फोर्थ इज ऑल्सो करेक्ट। अब दोनों में ही है, अगेन वी कैन नॉट एलिमिनेट ऑप्शन, ठीक है। अब देखो 5 दोनों में ही है, दैट मींस दिस स्टेटमेंट इज आल्सो करेक्ट, ठीक है। फिर भी पढ़ लेते हैं। आईएमएफ ग्रांटेड 3.59 बिलियन लोन with the condition of economic liberalizations requiring significant financial sectors, ठीक है। नरसिम्हम कमेटी वन recommended maintaining high interest rate control टू एंश्योर फाइनेंशियल स्टेबिलिटी। ये सुनने में गलत लग रहा है, अगर आपने नरसिम्हम कमेटी 1 पढ़ा होगा, ठीक है, तो उन्होंने हाई नहीं बल्कि इसको लो करने के लिए बात किया। इट इज ऑल अबाउट द इंटरेस्ट रेट डीरेगुलेशन, नॉट अबाउट द रेगुलेशन थिंग्स, ठीक है। सो ऑप्शन 6 इज इनकरेक्ट एंड यू गॉट योर आंसर ऑल्सो, ठीक है। अब देखो यहाँ पे 6 है, दैट मीन्स दिस इज रॉन्ग, ये भी आपका एलिमिनेट हो जाएगा। This also got eliminated. Option A for sure will be right answer. One of the key banking sector reforms was established of the 4-tier banking structures with large bank at the top and rural bank at the bottom, ठीक है। तो ये कई बार ना आपके जो एलिमिनेशन टेक्निक्स है वो भी आपको हेल्प करेगी। स्पेशली जब मैंने ये पेपर दिया था अक्टूबर 2023 के अंदर, that was like first time when IIBF come up with this kind of questions and 4 में से 2 ऑप्शंस के साथ हर एक क्वेश्चन आपका सॉल्व हो पा रहा था, ठीक है। तो ऐसे छोटी छोटी बातों का ध्यान रखेंगे तो आपको हेल्प करेगा। तो ए हमारा करेक्ट आंसर है। आई होप यू फाइंडिंग दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग्स क्लियरली, राइट। सबको समझ में आ रहा है ना। देखो ये छोटी छोटी चीजें हैं, ये आपको बहुत ज्यादा हेल्प करेंगे। और कई बार आप नहीं भी जानते हैं, जैसे लेट्स से वी आर नॉट अवेयर अबाउट दिस, आपका जैसे एक मतलब बहुत सारे पॉइंटर्स थे जिसके थ्रू हम इसको एलिमिनेट कर पा रहे थे, ठीक है। तो वो एलिमिनेशन आपको थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखना है और थोड़ा सा स्मार्ट खेलेंगे तो बन जाएंगे, ठीक है। Which institution established in 1955 was a pioneer in underwriting capital issue and channeling foreign currency loan from World Bank to private industries in India, ठीक है। अब कई लोग यहाँ पे SBI की तरफ जाएंगे, नो, इट वाज ICICI बैंक, ठीक है। ऐसे SBI ऑप्शन में होना चाहिए था इसमें, ठीक है। 1955 में SBI का भी एस्टेब्लिशमेंट हुआ था, जुलाई 1 1955, ठीक है। So Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India, ICICI will be right answer for this one. So the establishment of ICICI in 1955 represented a landmark in diversification of development banking in India. It was a pioneer in many aspects like underwriting of issue of capitals for companies, channelization of foreign currency loan from World Bank to private industries as well, right? Next one. Which of the following statement regarding banking reforms recommended by Narsimham Committee 1 are correct? Okay, now the most important topic from this one. So we are going to spend next 10 minutes based on your Narsimham Committee 1 and 2 and बहुत ही clearly आपको इनको समझना है because they are definitely going to help you आपका आने वाले एग्जामिनेशंस में, ठीक है। सो नरसिम्हम कमेटी 1 कौन से ईयर में था आपका? 1991, ठीक है। सो 1991 एंड नरसिम्हम कमेटी 2 दैट वाज इन 1998, ठीक है। सो द कैपिटल एडिक्वेसी रेशियो वाज सेट एट 8%, by RBI in April 1992 to ensure financial stability. 100% true. ठीक है. So as per Narsimham Committee recommendations, CAR या CRAR was 8%. Earlier it was 8%. Today it is 9%. And even with the Narsimham Committee too, we generally increase it from 8 to 9%. ठीक है. आज भी आपका CRAR 9% है. और बट जब फर्स्ट टाइम आपका इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया था अप्रैल 1992 से आपका, दैट टाइम इट वाज got introduced with alignment of BCBS. BCBS, when they come up with their guidelines in 1988, they come up with कि bank they should maintain CAR, capital adequacy ratio, to their risk weight asset of 8%. तो सेम हमने भी आपका उसी तरीके से इसको मेंटेन किया था यहाँ पे. ठीक है. तो दिस स्टेटमेंट इज 100% ट्रू. Recovery of debt due to Bank and Financial Institution Act 1993, जिसके थ्रू हमने क्या बनाए थे आपका, जैसे डेट रिकवरी ट्रिब्यूनल्स एंड डेट रिकवरी अपीलेट ट्रिब्यूनल्स. ठीक है. डेट आपका DRT एंड ड्राट, इनका स्टेब्लिशमेंट इसी एक्ट के तहत हुआ है. ठीक है. was enacted to speed up the recovery. 100% true. ठीक है. New private sector bank were restricted. No. ठीक है. They are like we start giving license to private banking in that particular one. ठीक है. तो statement 3. तो हमारे लिए correct statement 1 and 2. 1 and 2 means option A only will be right answer for this particular one. All right, understood. ठीक है. Incorrect क्यों आपका? New private sector banks were allowed to raise capital from foreign institutional investors up to 20% and NRI up to 40%, increasing competitions in the market. And today it is 74% for private sector banks, FDI के अंदर. Now please pay your attention for next 5 minutes. So based on the above, so the Narsimham Committee recommendations. What are the recommendations of Narsimham Committee 1, 1991? So first one is lowering SLR and CRR things. So the high SLR and CRR reduce the profit of bank. The SLR was reduced in stage from 38.50% in 1991 to 25% in 1997. ठीक है. तो पहले SLR was आपका 40% तक का अपेक्स होता था उसमें. ठीक है. तो 38.5% था आपका SLR 1991 में. So it got reduced to 25% in 1997. This measure has resulted in increase loanable funds. Obviously, now you do not have to maintain that particular fund with itself, so you can lend that particular money to the customer. So bank they can generate more profit from this particular one. Okay. The CRR was, अगर हम CRR की बात करें, ठीक है, CRR was brought down from 15%. सोचो 100 में से 15 रुपए तो RBI के पास जमा हो रहा है. ठीक है. So now it came to 4.1% in आपका June 2003 और right now it is 4% only. ठीक है. So दूसरा आपका first, second was prudential norms. ठीक है. Prudential norms. So prudential norms were introduced by RBI in order to impart professionalism in commercial bank. The purpose of introducing prudential norms included adequate disclosures of income, classification of assets, and provisions for bad debts, so as to ensure that books of the bank reflect the accurate and correct financial position of the bank itself or institutions. ठीक है. 3 आपका capital adequacy norms. ठीक है. So capital adequacy CAR is the ratio of minimum capital to risk weight asset. ठीक है. CAR हम इसको आपका किससे risk weight asset के साथ कैलकुलेट करते हैं. ठीक है. And you will be मतलब बहुत डिटेल में आप इसको पढ़ोगे जब आप CIB में आओगे BFM सब्जेक्ट के अंदर. ठीक है. In April 1992, RBI fixed CAR of 8%. By March 1996, all public sector banks had attained this particular target also. ठीक है. Fourth one is deregulation of interest rate. Narsimham Committee advocated the interest rate should be allowed to determine by the market forces, means demand and supply, not by the central banks itself. Okay. Since 1992, interest rate were freed and in stays both the deposit as well as the advances. ठीक है. तो पहले क्या होता था, like RBI was the like जो सेंट्रल बैंक की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होती थी कि आपका अपर साइड कितना जाएगा, लोअर साइड कितना जाएगा, बट इसको फ्री किया गया एंड नाउ लाइक बैंक इटसेल्फ विल डिसाइड कि वो कितना भी लोन आपका देना चाहते हैं. ठीक है. और कितने वो डिपॉजिट एक्सेप्ट करना चाहते हैं. रिकवरी ऑफ डेट. गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया passed the Recovery of Debt Due to Bank and Financial Institutions Act 1993. तो इसके बाद आपका जैसे DRTs एंड आपका डेट रिकवरी अपीलेट ट्रिब्यूनल्स आपका जिनको स्टेब्लिश किया गया, ठीक है. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दीज 5 मेजर रिकमेंडेशन, 2 मोर रिकमेंडेशंस वर देयर, ठीक है. 2 नहीं आपका और 4 आपका, ठीक है. 6 वन आपका द नेक्स्ट वन इज competition from new private sector bank team. So bank was open to private sector and new private sector bank were licensed and started functioning. The new private sector bank are allowed to raise capital contribution from foreign institutional investors up to 20% and NRI up to 40%. Okay? So the another one was seventh one. Okay? Access to capital market, banking companies, acquisition and transfer of undertaking act was amended, and in order to enable bank raise capital through public issues. So that means bank, they can also get listed on the stock exchanges. This was a subject to the provision of holding of central governments would not fell under below 51% of paid up capital. In case of a public sector bank, they cannot like they have to maintain this 51% stake wala things. Otherwise, they can do disinvestment up to 49%. Okay? But in private sectors, it is not that case. Okay? Freedom of operations. Scheduled commercial bank are given freedom to open new branches, upgrade their extension counters after attaining required capital adequacy ratio and adhering to the prudential accounting norms of RBI. The bank are also permitted to close non-viable branches in centers other than those in rural areas. Local area bank आपका lab 1966 RBI had issued guidelines for setting local area banks, and it gave approval from setting up 7 local area bank in private sector. Local area bank were instrumental in mobilizing rural saving and channelizing them into instruments in the designated local areas. Then the final one was supervision of commercial bank. RBI set up a board of financial supervision. So board for financial supervision with advisory council to strengthen the supervision of bank and financial institution. In 1993, RBI established a new department known as Department of Supervision as the independent unit for supervision of commercial bank. Okay? So we have 2 type of supervision done by RBI nowadays. One is आपका डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ सुपरविजन फॉर बैंकिंग और दूसरा आपका नॉन बैंकिंग एनबीएफसी. ठीक है, 2 पार्ट में अलग अलग से ये काम करता है. सो दिस इज द so these were the major recommendation, or these were the major outcome of the Narsimham 1 committee's recommendations. All right, very very important one. Please do take care about these things. Now we'll come to our Narsimham committee 2 and we will practice that particular one also. Okay, so now the question is, so quickly go through the question. What was the Narsimham Committee 2's recommendations regarding the capital adequacy norms? So 1998, and it is increased to 9%. ठीक है, जो अभी भी हमारा है जिसको हम CRAR के नाम से जानते हैं. ठीक है, so now it is 9%. So to improve the financial strength and loss absorption capacity of the Indian banks, Narsimham Committee recommended raise the minimum capital adequacy norms to 9%. Worldwide it is 8%. ठीक है, आपका BCBS अभी भी 8% पे है, but in India it is at 9%. ठीक है, तो जहां से हमने इसको आपका अडॉप्ट किया. ठीक है, so Narsimham Committee to 1998. In 1998, government appointed yet another committee under the chairmanship of Sri Narsimham, better known Committee of Banking. इसको हम Committee on Banking भी जानते हैं. ठीक है, और बैंकिंग रिफॉर्म्स भी जानते हैं. इट वॉज मैंडेटेड टू व्यू द प्रोग्रेस इन बैंकिंग रिफॉर्म्स एंड recommend a path for further strengthening the banking system. The committee focused on various areas such as capital adequacy, bank mergers, bank legislation, etc., and submitted report to government in the year 1998, April 1998. So recommendations was strengthening of bank in India. So the committee considered a strong banking system in the context of current account convertibility. Current account convertibility. It postulated that Indian bank must be capable of handling problems regarding domestic liquidity and exchange rate management in light of the convertibility. Accordingly, recommend the mergers of strong bank with the multiplier effect on the industry as well. Okay. Then narrow banking was also get introduced during this particular period. In those days, many public sector banks were facing problems of high non-performing asset. Some of them had gross NPA that were as high as 20% of their asset. ठीक है, आज के डेट में कितना होता है, like if your gross NPAs will be more than 2.5%, bank RBI will put your bank in under the category of PCA. ठीक है, तो 2.5% जो हमने upper side पर रखा है, in last 5 years or 4-5 years Indian banking system is doing really good. ठीक है, काफी ज्यादा कंट्रोल आपका यहाँ पे हुआ है. ठीक है, thus successful rehabilitation of the bank. It recommend narrow banking concept where weak bank would be allowed to place their funds only in short term and risk free assets. Okay. Capital adequacy ratio which got increased to 9%. Okay. So this was got introduced in committee 1 itself, but इसका आप बढ़ा करके कितना कर दिया गया, 9%. ठीक है, इसके अलावा बैंक ओनरशिप, the committee opened opinion that government control over the bank in the form of management and ownership, and bank autonomy did not go hand in hand up, and thus it recommend a review of the functioning of board of bank, so as to enable them to adopt professional corporate strategies as well. Okay. Review of banking laws. So the committee considered that there was an urgent need for reviewing and amending major laws governing the banking industry like RBI, BR, SBI, bank nationalization, etc. These modifications would bring them in line with the obtaining need for the banking sector in India, right? So apart from these major recommendations, committee also recommended faster computerization, technology upgradation, and training of staff, politicizing of banks, professionalism in banking, and reviewing bank recruitments. Okay, so these were the major recommendations which were passed on by the Narsimham Committee चुआ. ठीक है, so again very important one, please ध्यान रखेंगे. ठीक, next one guys, which of the following statement regarding financial sector development post global crisis? Post global crisis means whenever we talk about this global crisis, that means your global financial crisis 2007-8 Lehman Brothers Bank, which started from US itself, and it is spread all over the world mostly. So the इसके बाद हमारे यहाँ पे क्या क्या रिफॉर्म्स हुए रिसेंट ड्यूरेशन के अंदर. द इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ प्रधानमंत्री जन धन योजना एंड लिवरेजिंग ऑफ द जेम ट्रिनिटी नीड aimed at financial inclusion through the Nachiket More Committee for Payment Banks and Small Finance Bank. ठीक है, so the Nachiket More Committee recommended the establishment of Payment Bank and Small Finance Bank. It was Usha Thorat. ठीक है, ये आपका like I don't know कि इस किस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में दिया गया. I'll mark this particular one. ठीक है, so for Nachiket More was for payment bank, and for small finance bank it was recommendation given by Usha Thorat ma'am. ठीक है, PG Nayak committee was set up in 2014. ठीक है, not 13, 2014. ठीक है, it is 2014 to review governance of board of bank in India, ease, enhance access and service excellence. Agenda was introduced to improve the performance of public sector bank. E 7.0, which is the current version. The insolvency and bankruptcy code was implemented to facilitate speedy resolution and stress asset in 2016. True. ठीक है, तो ये आपका करेक्ट है, ये करेक्ट है, ये करेक्ट है, ये आपका इनकरेक्ट है. ठीक है, सो ओनली 1 2 1 2 तो इनकरेक्ट है. ठीक है, 2 इनकरेक्ट है. दैट मीन्स दीज 2 ऑप्शंस 1 2 3 1 2 3 2 is incorrect ना. So 2 3, so C is right answer. अगर C right answer है that means this statement is incorrect. ठीक है, so sorry, हाँ 1 हमें क्या ढूंढना था, correct आपका ना. So correct means first of all I have to erase all these one, confusion हो जाएगा. तो हमें correct statement ढूंढना है. First one is correct. ठीक है, and fourth one is correct and fifth one is correct. तो first fourth fifth किस में है, फर्स्ट फोर्थ फिफ्थ आपका, हाँ तो ये नहीं होगा, 2 3 नहीं होगा, 2 नहीं होगा, सो दैट मीन्स डी, दैट मीन्स दिस स्टेटमेंट इज इनकरेक्ट। तो ये भी हमारा जो है दैट मीन्स दिस इज ऑल्सो करेक्ट, ठीक है। सो एज जितना मुझे याद है, दिस स्मॉल फाइनेंस बैंक वॉज रिकमेंडेड बाय उषा थोराट मैम, ठीक है, नॉट लाइक नचिकेत वॉज फॉर योर पेमेंट बैंक, ठीक है। सो यस, हाँ it is correct. Nachiket More 2013 was recommended the differentiated banking system leading to creation of payment bank and small finance bank and this, ठीक है। So please do check this particular one, हाँ जितना मेरे को याद है this is the one, rest others are fine, all right चलो। So step toward the liberalization in other sectors. Okay, this is part of the previous to previous आपका जो रिफॉर्म्स वाला था उसमें, ठीक है। इम्पोर्ट डी लाइसेंस, इम्पोर्ट ड्यूटीज रिड्यूस, मतलब दिस इज द काइंड ऑफ ड्यूरिंग दैट 1991 reforms, ठीक है। So what we generally did during this particular period, these were the major reforms of under your new economic policy or new economic reforms 1991, ठीक है, LPZ। So जिसमें आपका liberalization is basically means a kind of it is equal to ease of doing business, ठीक है, making rules very easy to do business in our country, ठीक है। Privatization we all know, ठीक है, so granting license to the private parties, and globalization, it is kind of interaction with the other economies and all. So prior to that particular one, our focus was only USSR and all these countries, but after that LPG things, we shifted to our business. Apart from that, that particular reason, we shifted to US, Europe also, right? All this, huh. The policy repo under liquidity adjustment facility is 9% to 4.7%. अच्छा, okay, these are the latest improvements आपका, ठीक है। तो ये कुछ नहीं है, मतलब जो लेटेस्ट आपके चेंजेस हुए हैं लेटेस्ट टाइम ड्यूरेशन के अंदर, ये कहाँ पे होने चाहिए थे, जब हमने आपका वो क्वेश्चन पढ़े थे ना स्टेजेस आपका डेवलपमेंट वाले, उसके बाद आपका, ठीक है। चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन गाइस, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग पेयर इज इनकरेक्ट, इनकरेक्टली मैच, ठीक है, नॉट करेक्ट, ठीक है। तो ये तो नंबर्स के ऊपर ये सबको पता है। पब्लिक सेक्टर बैंक्स आपका इंक्लूडिंग एसबीआई 12, ठीक है। फॉरेन बैंक, हाउ मेनी फॉरेन बैंक्स आर देयर, 45 और 43 समथिंग, ठीक है, दिस इज रॉन्ग। प्राइवेट सेक्टर बैंक वी हैव 21 एंड पेमेंट बैंक एट प्रेजेंट द वर्किंग वन इज 4, ठीक है। तो करेक्ट हमें इनकरेक्ट ढूंढना है, दैट मीन्स दूसरा एंड तीसरा, ठीक है, दीज टू आर इनकरेक्ट, ठीक है। सो दैट मीन्स 2 and 3, ऑप्शन बी विल बी राइट आंसर फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर वन, ठीक है। So these are the banking right now, ठीक है। Commercial bank, अब RRBs will also get merged, ठीक है। So we'll have 28 RRBs now, one state one RRB, ठीक है। Cooperative banks we have numbers आपको नहीं पूछेगा, but still schedule and non-schedule, ठीक है। Schedules foreign 45 years and public private sector आपका 21, public 12, 4 आपका payment and small finance 12 आपका, ठीक है। So this is the overall numbers आपका, all right, and this is it. So this was an introduction to Indian banking, Indian financial system. So जितना भी आपका जो important content था आपके book से related, that we have covered that particular one with the help of these 12 to 14 MCQs, right? तो ये आपको इस तरीके से इनको ध्यान रखना है। ओवरऑल अगर मैं आपको बोलूँ कि यहाँ से दो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट एरियाज हैं, वन इज द फेजेस, क्योंकि जो पूरा टॉपिक है वो फेजेस के अंदर आपका डिजाइन किया गया, ठीक है। दे कैन आस्क यू वन क्वेश्चन बेस्ड ऑन दोस फेजेस। दूसरा आपका नरसिम्हम कमेटी, दी मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट, क्योंकि वो आगे वाले जो टॉपिक्स हैं उसमें भी वो आपको उससे रिलेटेड जो कंटेंट है वो देखने के लिए मिलेगा, ऑलराइट। सो आई होप यू फाउंड दिस पर्टिकुलर सेशन यूजफुल। दिस इज माय टेलीग्राम handle, so you can connect me over there if you need any help, or those who are watching on app, if you have like some concern, I already have shared my number also, so you can just ping me on WhatsApp, and if you need any help just feel free to ask, all right। So आज के लिए इतना ही करेंगे। I'll see you tomorrow with our unit number 21st, which is all about Indian banking structure. So we will be practicing a set of questions, same level of set of questions, so we'll have a better clarity about the content things, and थोड़ा सा patience आपको यहाँ पे चाहिए होगा मॉड्यूल सी को क्रैक करने में। भले ही नंबर्स आपका 15 मैक्स टू मैक्स आपका 20 अगर वो गया भी, इससे ऊपर नहीं जाएगा, बट स्टिल दैट मार्क्स इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस, डुएबल है। द लेंथ ऑफ क्वेश्चन विल बी एट लार्जर साइड, राइट। बस उसको लेंथ को देख के घबराना नहीं है, एलिमिनेशन आपको लगानी है, समझ आप ऑलरेडी इनके बारे में मैक्सिमम चीजें जानते हो, तो उस तरीके से आप पेशेंस के साथ पढ़ो, प्रैक्टिस करो जितनी बार, जैसे मॉड्यूल वाइज मॉक टेस्ट में यू विल गेट ऑल दीज क्वेश्चंस, प्रैक्टिस अगेन एंड अगेन, ठीक है, जितनी बार आप प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं यूनिट वाइज प्रैक्टिस में, वो आपको कहीं ना कहीं आपका हेल्प करेगा, ठीक है दोस्तों। सो आज के लिए इतना ही करेंगे, आई विल सी यू टुमारो, दिस इज इट एंड आई होप यू एंजॉय दिस सेशन, and if you have some feedback and suggestion, please do share in the comment section. So this is it from my side. Thank you for joining this session. Bye bye, take care all, have a nice day. Thank you.